नो इस मलाई हो का? यार पता नहीं ये क्या सीन है। अच्छा थंब आई फॉरगॉट टू चेंज द थंबनेल डूड। शीश। नो इस मलाई हो का? यो डेथ बॉय व्हाट्स अप? वूडी जब। ओ माय गॉड। ओ माय गॉड। तो अभी रुको यार, इसका जो फॉर्मेट है ना, ये फॉर्मेट ठीक करना है मेरे को। Just give me a sec. Okay. Now it's good. Yep, I'm back. No, it's all public. क्या हाल चाल? रुको जरा भाई, do not forget to leave a like, okay? Like मारो, sorry, like मारो.
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
I was supposed to add a new, banner. बढ़िया से ऐसे बना के. Literally forgot. That's the thing with me, bro. That's the thing. भाई Xilonen आ चुकी है भाई, but we don't have enough. 3 modes. Warning क्या आ गया? Warning क्या आ गया? That's the problem with YouTube, man. I don't know क्या है ये? क्या बकचोदी है ये? Bitrate is 26 is lower than recommended bit. क्या है भाई? क्या lower than मतलब? Bitrate of 6800 kbps. अब चालू स्ट्रीम में मैं ये एडिट भी नहीं कर सकता, ये अलग से बीटी देगा फिर. रुको, आज का डेली क्लेम किया नहीं किया? अबे नया मंथ 12 अक्टूबर. शीश भाई मैं भूल ही चुका हूँ भाई ये डेली वाला सीन. तो चेक इन करो भाई, लेट्स गो. कोई ना, बस डे 18 तक निकालो, दैट्स ऑल. उससे ज़्यादा नहीं चाहिए. I climb every mountain and swim every ocean. नए इवेंट आ रखे हैं क्या? आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट करना है, चलो भैया. नहीं, आई डोंट थिंक सो. आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट है क्या? यस. I climb every mountain. Children of Echoes. ठीक है भाई, go to Children of Echoes. ये whatever. और डेथ का कर रहा किधर गायब है? अभी ट्रायल भी बाकी है इनके तो करने. 500 ये निकालेंगे, 400 ये निकाल लेंगे. चलो भैया. टेस्ट रन कर लेते हैं सबसे पहले।
Enhanced animal model.
Grant us your blessing. Flee.
That's close enough.
Animal test 6308. Stand clear.
Do your worst.
I'll be back.
Swirl. Mark 2.
Healing prayer.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Flee.
वाह, ये तो गई। ये रिस्पॉन होगी यार। अच्छा, मर गई।
Animal hypostasis and Yokoba. Get them. I'm going in.
Grant us your blessing. Yield.
Animal test 6308.
जितना मुझे को बताया, कैडेंस इज बेसिकली लाइक अ डिफेंस कैरेक्टर,
Into the fire.
है ना?
Flee.
Everybody stand back.
अरे मर गया, मर गया, मर क्या रखा है रुद्र को आज? दौरी हीलर है। इन सब के अब आई लिटरली हैव नो आइडिया। हमने घंटा नहीं देखा ये सारे कैरेक्टर, किसका क्या प्ले स्टाइल है।
Try not to enjoy this.
नेटवर्क का है वो हो रहा। क्या दे रखा है इसको? सैक्रिफिशियल ग्रेट स्वॉर्ड। अच्छा, यार नाउ आई रियली डोंट लाइक क्लेमो कैरेक्टर। ये ग्रेट स्वॉर्ड वाले कैरेक्टर नहीं पसंद मेरे को भाई, सो फकिंग स्लो।
Surrender in religion.
ठीक है, एक टाइम था मजा आता था भाई। कहाँ हैं आज सारे? मैं थोड़ा लेट उठा भाई साहब, मेरे दिमाग में नहीं था आज सैटरडे है। हम लेट उठे, उठ के बैठे शांति से भाई, देखा वो भैंस की आँख, सैटरडे है क्या? नहीं यार,
Teamwork is dreamwork. Submit.
Don't waste my time.
Delicate as silk.
हाँ जी, ठाकुर तो दियो।
Go, get them.
It's nothing.
I'm going in. Fire. You're toast. Rub this coat. Get her.
अच्छा, एक और है।
Let's go, Tomato. Submit.
नाउ द मेन। देखते हैं भाई शियोलिन का क्या सीन है। लेट्स सी, लेट अस सी। भाई मजा आता है भाई, ये चीज देखो, ये नया वाला जो ट्रायल इंट्रोड्यूस किया है ना, नॉइस। जी का बात हो गई यार।
Bring it.
दीवार पे चढ़ा लो भाई इन सबको। 13, 14, 15 भाई।
Leave.
पता है ऐसे ही मर जाएंगे।
Let me weave you a verse. How annoying.
अबे शियोलिन सपोर्ट है ना। अच्छा, इसका प्ले स्टाइल सपोर्ट का है। अपोनेंट डिफीटेड।
Yep.
लेट्स सी, 3 यहाँ 3 यहाँ 3 वहाँ पीछे थे भाई, उनको भी मार के आना चाहिए था, हम भूल गए।
Rain
ये
outlines
क्या
your
बकचोदी
fate.
है यार।
Rain cutter.
Incinerate!
Hear the echoes of the valley.
Nice and spicy.
फील कौन कर रहा है? शिंगचू। अच्छा,
All right.
Visible evidence.
Let me weave you a verse. Let me praise name's echo.
आठ हो गए, 9, 10, 11, 12, 4 और वहाँ नीचे है।
Bring it.
वाओ, अच्छा जंप करने से स्किल चला जाता है। लमो। रचित वर्मा, रचित बिरो के हाल चाल।
Yep.
अब हम कहाँ जा रहे हैं? अच्छा, ओए 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 भाई, ये क्या था?
Flames. Go now.
ये था क्या? स्पेस बार काम नहीं कर रहा क्या मेरा? कर तो रहा है। लमो यार।
Get them!
Know my sword. Rain outlines your fate.
Ja. 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 Nice and spicy.
Rain cutter. Time to act.
अच्छा, वी दबाना है। नॉइस, इसका देखना पड़ेगा। सी दबाओ जरा। डिफेंस बेस्ड कैरेक्टर है क्या? पहले टैलेंट तो देख ले बिरो। 3 rapid strike, fixed amount of stamina and performs a forward kick. And I say it in the morning. 88, 48, 46, 125. Okay. यहाँ पे ज़्यादा हो रहा है, प्लस यहाँ पे 46 + 46, यानी कि मान लेना 120। पीछे का 8 भी काउंट करना पड़ेगा। इट्स लाइक 1 2 3। नाइस। मैं हमको ऐसा टेढ़ा काहे लग रहा है ये? शायद हम टिड़े बैठे हैं। लमो लमो। The rhythms of passion resound through the land. Xilonen switches to high-speed combat. Bleeding air rushes forward. Ho 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 ho. Geo damage. Geo damage based on okay 3 samplers. Geo for 40 geo sampler with charge. Rathathai. अरे मेरा आवाज आ रहा है क्या? Am I audible? Tell me. Am I audible? समझ गया। Two score samples would have the element type gain 35 night soul points. Okay. Normal or plunging attack hit upon can be triggered once every 0.1 second. Xilonen has fewer than 2 score samples. The element type changed or normal and plunging attacks deal 30% increased damage. Okay bhai. Blessing of forged fire क्या है ये? अच्छा 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 नॉइस एग्जिट लेवल होई गवा हमरा ये कैसे होई गवा तो फिर तो मेन क्वेस्ट बिगेन करते ये क्या है ओके whatever 37 days अच्छा स्टोरी क्वेस्ट तो सबके बाकी हो गए फिर तो सीक्रेट सोर्स ऑफ भाई मैप एरिया अनलॉक हुआ है क्या नया सम पार्ट और समवेयर अच्छा यहाँ पे कुछ नया आया है शायद अंडरग्राउंड कुछ नया पहले इधर चलते हैं First things first, tell me navigate this thing. इस तरफ जाना है सवाल ये है कि जाओगे कैसे अच्छा इनके सहारे या फिर यहाँ से। लेट्स गो लेट्स गो। और भाई नया वाला बॉस तगड़ा कुछ लग रहा हमको, है ना। अभी तो बहुत सारे बॉस अनलॉक होने बाकी है, मतलब तो फिर काफ़ी कुछ होएगा इतू से एरिया के अंदर। मे भी एरिया एक्सपेंड भी हो सकता है ना अभी, आई गेस एक दो अपडेट और लेंगे ये एक्सपेंड होएगा शायद। अब यार ये देख तो सही यार, इन लोगों ने क्या वियर्ड सा मैप बना रखा है, डजंट मेक एनी सेंस डूड। वियर्ड वियर्ड सी गैप दे रखी है बीच में, और ये सब क्या है भाई। ये देखो ये सब होना तो चाहिए वैसे यहाँ पे भाई। पोर्ट अनलॉक करो, हमको पोर्ट चाहिए। ये वार का आएगा, पोर्ट अनलॉक होगा तब। Let's go and let's see. Let's see whatever happens. केड़ा बॉस है भाई।
My guiding star.
Transfixed! No, my sword! Let me read you a verse.
Everybody stand back.
मारने भी नहीं देगा ये तो।
Stars, shine for me.
Rain outlines your fate.
Let's light it up.
Overruled!
वाओ
Rain cutter!
Get out of here.
ई का है।
For attention, did you?
The night is cold.
No, my sword! Rain outlines your fate.
Don't be scared.
Blade break. Body and mind. Witness the power of Gugwa.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Okay, tell me, am I supposed to break this thing somehow?
Transfixed.
अबे जाने दो, भागने दो मारे को।
Not now.
Okay, whatever that shit is.
No, my sword. Time to act.
था क्या यार, क्लाइम नहीं कर सकते तुम, ठीक है भाई। रिवॉर्ड निकाल दे, एक ही निकला है यहाँ से। I suppose yum feel like garlic. Let's see, where is the main Archon quest? Focused mode on, enable please. We don't need any kind of disturbance, thank you very much. तो हमें जाना है इधर को, हील होके जाएंगे। Lowe, lowe, oh my lowe, you showed me a way.
see. Thank you so much. The Adventurers Guild has been overwhelmed these days.
No worries at all. We've always valued the strength of adventurers. Given the current situation, it's vital that since we're facing the same enemies, I'll send you the intel we've collected on the Abyss so far. Then we can take a look at how to coordinate our efforts.
All right. Thank you so much.
Hi, Catherine. It's us. Got any new commissions?
Ah, you two have come just in time. I've got some good news. The Pyro Archon has finished assembling her forces and stationed them all across Natlan. Given how the Abyss has ramped up its activities lately, we can no longer afford to act only after receiving news of an invasion. So the Pyro Archon suggested that the Scions of the Canopy and the Adventurers Guild focus on collecting and disseminating intel. That way, we can stay informed of everything that's happening across the land. Once we receive word of enemy activity, we can notify the nearest camp and the stationed forces can take immediate action. Yes, precisely. This should also allow us to focus on gathering information, rather than running around and trying to tackle everything at once. So please also take a chance to relax, you two. You've been working hard these days, and this will be a good opportunity for some well-deserved rest.
So that's the plan. Whew, we can finally stop and take a break. Paimon knows that. It's not like Paimon just wanted to lay here and do nothing.
The movements of the Abyss are always unpredictable. There have also been times when it suddenly became more active in the past. The people here generally see it as something like an acute natural disaster. Once the disaster is over, everyone will return to their normal lives. We just all hope that day will be sooner rather than later.
Oh, right. Most people have no idea just how bad the situation has gotten in the Night Kingdom. Oh, hey, Kachina! Are you feeling better now? Wow, so... Hey, have some confidence in yourself, Kachina. After all, you're already a victor of the Night Warden Ward.
Body and mind. Time to act.
Ah, yes, so I've heard. So young, and yet you've already got quite the reputation. Wait, are you?
Yep, we're travelers who just arrived in Natland not too long ago.
No, I mean, I was aware that you're travelers. It's just no one told me that you're outlanders. No, the only thing she said is that a new hero had pledged himself to the plan. But we'd need to forge an ancient name to ensure he'd be able to return safe and sound. And she did mention that it would be quite difficult to forge an ancient name for them, but at the time, I thought she was just commenting on my skills. But I seem to understand where the true difficulty lies now. Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm used to it, really. I just need a moment to... The Pyro Archon's requests are always difficult to fulfill, and... Anyway, I can't argue with her if she is, but... just because I understand her rationale doesn't make me...
It's impossible?
As you probably know, an ancient name is a symbol of a hero's sparing glory, which grows even richer and heavier as generations of successors inherit it. We forge ancient names by engraving the heroic deeds of an individual who will become the first hero of that particular name. But they were all performed outside of Natlan, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Then those deeds haven't been recorded by the Night Kingdom. To take it one step further, even if you had performed heroic deeds in Natlan, as an Outlander, your actions still wouldn't have been recorded by our lands. Only memories and experiences that have been acknowledged by the Wyab can be used as a basis for an ancient... Even the greatest of craftsmen cannot create something out of thin air, you know. That's just how it is.
Seems the Wyab don't want just anyone to get a name, huh?
Mawika, of all people, should know better than anyone, yet she's still entrusted the task of forging the ancient name to me.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Nobody's happy being asked to do the impossible.
Ugh, don't remind me. Let's just, focus on how we can pull this off. How to achieve the impossible.
You mean you're already willing to accept the task?
Well, what else can I do? What's happened is already done, and it's not like I can outright defy the order of my Archon. If she gave me this order, then she believes the ancient name is an indispensable part of her plan, and that I'll be able to find a way to make it happen. In other words, the order is an affirmation of my abilities.
Whoa, not only has she accepted the task, but now she's looking for silver linings?
The key is getting the Wyab to somehow acknowledge the traveler's existence and record his heroic deeds.
We heard the voice of a Wyab when we were in the Night Kingdom before. We even had a whole conversation with her. If we can talk to her again, maybe we can figure something out together.
Well, every tribe has their own Wyab. How do we know if the one you met is indeed the best one for us to talk to? Plus, considering the unprecedented nature of this situation, I have a feeling that the acknowledgement of one Wyab alone would probably not be enough. I don't know. That requires a level of knowledge that I do not possess. We need to find a consultant who's an expert on all things Night Kingdom and Wyab. The first person who comes to mind is Xilonen at the Masters of the Nightwind, the one we call Granny Eatstali.
Oh, we've heard that name before. We used her Spirit Speaker Stone to find Kachina's ancient name. A person who can make something like that must be pretty impressive.
Still, she's older now and quite eccentric. It's hard to even book a meeting with her. I've heard that to get her help, you have to be extremely patient with her.
I hate to break it to you, but...
Huh. Why is that? I mean, didn't she already help you before? And you even...
Yeah, at the cost of her spirit speaker stone being split into two.
Great going, Moeka. We're already off to a rocky start here. In that case, I guess your only option is to try to emphasize that this is an important order from the Pyro Archon. Hopefully, Xilonen would still want to show respect to the Archon. I'll also write you a letter on your behalf. If you can find someone to deliver it and mention some good things about you, then...
Paimon sure hopes a Hal won't interrupt when he's talking, though.
Alright, Kanich is a seasoned negotiator. I trust that he'll know the best things to say. Please just give me a moment to write...
Sounds good. We'll take a stroll in the meantime.
I'm sorry to put this on you, Kanich. It's just that you're probably the only person who knows how to deal with her. Oh, wait, so Kachina and the Traveler also know about the plan?
Right. She mentioned there are 6 heroes and that Xilonen is one of 4 that have already been acknowledged.
Oh, well, then I suppose there's no need to keep any secrets between us. Having companions walk by your side is perhaps the best solace when facing such a bleak reality.
See, Lolly knows him too?
Given how the Masters of the Nightwind love to babble about dreams and revelations, they're already a pretty strange bunch to most. I've never met Auroran, but if they consider him the odd one, he's got to be pretty far out there.
Makes sense. But Paimon wonders how Lali could be the first one to notice Auroran's disappearance if she spends the whole day in her room.
Huh, so if I'm following, you mean we'll help her investigate Auroran and the captain's whereabouts?
Yeah! Plus, we kinda owe her one anyway to make up for breaking the spirit speakers down.
Yeah, this is a pretty well thought out. Then, yeah, I'll leave. Okay, then let's part ways for now. I'll see you in a couple of days.
Oh, it's time to meet up with Xilonen. Let's ask her how things have been going. Hey, Xilonen, how's everything going?
Oh, hi, Traveler and Paimon. I have bad news. Lolly did not reply to our request. Although, I suppose I'm not too surprised.
Huh? You mean she didn't even bother to give Kanicha a response?
Yeah, well, she can. But let's go to the stadium and see if we can meet her there. If we do get a
That's true. Let's... Paimon doesn't see anybody. Seems she's just not gonna show up, huh?
Well, we tried to be as considerate as we could, but she's under no obligation to help.
That might be true, but this is still a request from the Pyro Archon, right? Shouldn't the subject always answer the call of their Archon?
A subject? Well, if you ask me, I'd say we're all more like friends with the Archon. Yes, Mawika is our leader, but that doesn't mean there's any kind of tall barrier between us and her. The only thing is that she often has very high expectations of us.
So even though she's super powerful, it sounds like she's actually pretty down to earth and easy to get along with. Unlike that old hag Granny Eatstily, right? Does she think she can ignore us just because she's famous? You all talk about her like she's some kind of huge deal, but she didn't even bother to reply to our letter! Seriously, if she didn't want to come, she could at least let us know. If that's what aging does to you, Paimon never wants to get old.
Oh, really? So, that's how you see me?
Huh? Who's there? Who's talking next to Paimon?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just a disgruntled old hag, right? Come on, relax. I'm sure my bark's worse than my bite.
Huh? Xilonen.
Wait, you're Xilonen? You're Granny Eatstily?
Yes, Granny Eatsley. But emphasis on Eatsley, not Granny. You must know this trope from light novels, surely. They use it all the time. The young man who's actually the oldest person in the room. The girl next door who turns out to be a seasoned veteran. The wise sage who looks like a little kid. Oh, wipe that look off your face! You've seriously never seen an older lady that doesn't look her age? Okay, well, don't go thinking it's a trick either. See? I'm barely wearing any makeup.
Did I forget to mention, she's called Granny, but she's actually pretty young. It was an honest mistake. I guess we've just gotten used to it.
I'm sorry. So, how old are you actually?
What? How dare you? Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady her age?
Paimon really didn't mean to offend you, it's just that your case seems really unique. Oh, Paimon just wanted to apologize, but now she's putting more and more of her foot in her mouth. Really, Paimon just got a little mad since we thought, well, you were gonna leave us out to dry.
It was my idea to invite you here, Xilonen. So if you're upset, you can just take it out on me.
All right. I was only joking. I didn't mean to chastise anyone. There's really no need to take all this so seriously. If anything, I'm gonna feel awkward if we keep this going. I received Kenichi's letter and was planning to attend this meeting. Since I had already decided to come, I figured there was no need to draft a reply that simply said, "Understood." Besides, just showing up is the most important part. No? But, of course... It's also natural for people to get held up by one thing or another as they're trying to leave the house. It certainly was a bit awkward to see that everyone else had arrived before me. At first, I was thinking of quietly sneaking over, but since you were already here waiting for me, I started to think about how I should phrase my apology. Only to hear you all talking smack about me. Anyway, that's the whole story. Honestly, it's not like I owed you an explanation anyway.
What's with that was she feeling embarrassed just now?
When the Masters of the Night Wind say they struggle dealing with...
Anyway, Xilonen, I heard that you require my help in crafting an ancient name.
Correct. The situation isn't like anything we've handled before.
I see. So Mawika has asked you to forge an ancient name for an Outlander. Well, that would be a first. And you've also heard all about Auroron. I must say, he's always been a good kid. I can't see him joining the Fatui of his own volition. He must have been coerced somehow.
Yeah, that's what we came here to ask you. We'll help bring Auroran back if you help us solve the problems of forging the ancient name. What do you think?
I suppose I'll just call you Traveler for now. Traveler, come here. Let me take a... Wealth leads to unending conflicts between people. Yet you alone transcend the value of gold. Baleful thunder and wrathful waves bring terror to mortal hearts. Yet again and again, you've braved them to find new worlds. O weary yet free soul, even the most verdant leaf in the forest will pray for your happiness and safe passage. Those are all the things that I could see in you. You've experienced far more than even most mortals could dream of. You possess the heart of a sincere hero, along with the conviction to lift a torch above your head and walk headlong into the night. Huh? Don't move. There's something here.
Huh? What thing? Don't scare Paimon. Is the traveler gonna be okay?
Ah, shoo! That should do it. You've just returned from the Night Kingdom, so some fragments of souls were still stuck to your body. No need to worry. I've just cleared out the last of them.
Isn't that kinda like having part of a ghost come back with you?
It's nothing as serious as that. If left unattended, the most it could do is stir up some chaos in your mind, and generally worsen your mood.
Well, in that case, better to get rid of them.
It was nothing. Xilonen, let's follow your proposal. Once you've brought Auroran back, I'll take you to see the Lord of the Night.
The Lord of the Night? But don't we need to talk to the Wyab of the tribes?
Something this important is beyond their jurisdiction. Only the Lord of the Night can decide whether we can grant an ancient name to one who does not hail from our lands. The Lord of the Night is an ancient entity that rules over the entire Night Kingdom, constantly borrowing the power of the sacred flame to combat corrosion from the abyss.
Oh, so you're basically saying it's even more powerful than the Wyab of the tribes. Well, that sort of makes sense, being the lord of the entire—
Not exactly. It's not so much that one's more powerful than the other. But never mind. That's not important. It would take too much time to explain. Just listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. The Lord of the Night is currently in a deep slumber, and we can only communicate with its consciousness while in a trance. In other words, in a dream. But I will need to prepare a few more things if we are to hold a ceremony to achieve the state of the trance. I'll make a list. Can any of you get everything for me?
I can go. It'll probably be a long list, so better leave it to someone who knows all the local vendors.
Sounds good. Then we'll go with St. Lolly to track down Auroran.
Phew, the Fatui are nothing to scoff at, so please, be careful during your investigation. If you need any help, just come find me.
Yep, we'll be sure to play it safe.
All right, now it's time for us to catch that brat and bring him back. I'm sorry I made you wait earlier. It was actually because I decided to swing by Auroran's place to look for clues. He has always lived alone, and I found a broken jar in his house. There was also something off about his phlogiston aphids, which I assume is because their keeper has been gone for quite some time. And interestingly enough, I saw some slash marks in the house that did not match any of our local weapons. My guess is they were left by Snezhnayan arms.
Oh, sounds like the Fatui broke into his house and took him hostage.
But why would they kidnap a kid who just spends his days living in the country and raising aphids?
He's only in his 20s. That's not to say that I believe he's totally innocent, of course. Since he's the only one who was kidnapped out of everyone in Natlan, he must have done something to attract their attention. I'm truly...
You can count on us!
All right, then let's start... This is the spot. An eyewitness claimed to have seen Auroron speaking to some Fatui soldiers here. I don't know how much you're willing to believe me, but Auroron really is a good kid. I see no reason why he'd suddenly get in. I'm convinced that what the witnesses saw was actually the Fatui coercing him. However, I doubt anyone would believe me, given there are no signs of a fight.
Didn't Kanich say that she's a big name in Natlan? Feels kinda weird to see her so frustrated and helpless like this.
Auroron? Well, he was left at the side of the road as an infant, and the people of the tribe took him in. You could say that everyone had a hand in raising him. He learned a lot from us, and once he reached adulthood, he built himself a house out in the countryside. He spends most of his days growing vegetables and raising aphids, living off of what he harvests from the garden. He's always been such a good kid. He would even get his friends to deliver whole bags of fresh produce to my place. Oh well, let's keep looking. He can answer all of our questions once we find him. He's been raising phlogiston aphids for a long time, and since they were disturbed, they secreted a special type of phlogiston. We can use that substance to track his movements. Let's follow the phlogiston trail.
Huh? What trail? Paimon doesn't see anything.
Oh, right. I forgot your eyes don't naturally perceive such things. Here, give me your hand. How about now?
What do you see? Whoa, Paimon can see it now too!
That's right. I used a spell to temporarily transfer a portion of my senses to you. For a short while, you'll be able to see the phlogiston too.
Wow, you can even share your senses with us? First time Paimon's heard anything like that.
It requires a very rare spell that most people aren't adept at. But don't worry, it's a cinch for me. Between the two of you, it seems the Traveler's senses are a bit stronger than Paimon's. When I held your hand just now, I could sense that you've got a great affinity for phlogiston. You're extraordinarily gifted. Anyway, we'll need to use our vision now to track down Auroron. Good luck, you two.
Over here, this way! See, Lolly might say a lot of deep and confusing stuff, but this spell of hers is really something.
What was that?
Oh, Paimon was just complimenting you. Really.
Something you wish to report? Go on. You have my undivided attention. What could the children be up to? Never mind. Let them do as they please. Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
What does she mean by deep and confusing? As far as elderly shamans go, I'd say that I'm already pretty easy to talk to. Is there any other old hag who's as fluent in the language of the youth as me? But is my way of speaking still not trendy enough? I've already tried my best to match their speech patterns, but given the looks on their faces just now, or perhaps I'm still not fashionable enough? But that can't be, right? Ugh. Don't tell me they're still getting the impression that I'm super old-fashioned.
Huh? Was that Seat Lolly's voice?
Now that I think about it, it's a good thing I found some helpers this time. Some things are best done with the help of friends. Oh? They appear to be feeling quite confident. Looks like our work will go smoothly.
Hey, looks like there's a new camp over there.
Let's go take a look.
Yep. Judging by Paimon's experience as a guide, it definitely looks like people set up camp here.
Wait. The phlogiston here is a bit odd. Let me see.
Paimon sees a small shape here. Could it be some sort of symbol?
This is a distress signal for the Masters of the Night Wind. Only someone from our tribe would recognize it. So Auroron was indeed being threatened. We've got to find him, fast. Leaving such a subtle mark implies that he was trying to be discreet. In other words, if they notice us, we can just charge in and fight them to the death. But what if my darling grandson is also there? I can't have him caught in the crossfire. No, I've got to be careful. Otherwise he'd get hit as...
There are traces of people staying here too.
Wait a second. The phlogiston around here is jumbled up. I can also smell a mix of elements in the air. Pyro, electro, and some other elements as well.
Kanich told us that you were super amazing. No wonder you can sense so many more things than us.
It's about... there are signs of a struggle here. Judging from what's left on the scene.
Do you still remember the little mark we found before?
Given there are two I'll take this direction, and leave the other one. Roran, what the heck were you?
And off she goes. Traveler, did you hear all of that as well? Once Lolly left, that voice. So you were thinking the same thing. She did say that she. If you think about it. Paimon sees some traces here. Let's follow them and see if we can find anything up ahead. Did you find something? Huh. So we can't. That's weird. The phlogiston trail settled, but he can't have just evaporated into.
So, you can hear the sounds of the wind from beneath the earth. I'm very sorry, but please do not move. I have no desire to hurt you. I apologize that our first meeting has to take place like this. It's just that you're much like one of those animals with ears that perk up as soon as it senses danger in their environment. And given your combat proficiency, I would not have been able to gain an advantage over you if you were anywhere else in the world. However, you're now in the Night Kingdom, a familiar domain to the Masters of the Night Wind. Hello, traveler. I'm Auroran, the one you've been searching for. Ah, the Fatui's custody. I see. So even Granny has told you that I was coerced by the Fatui. I'm afraid you've been brought here by a lie, like a false omen in the lingering smoke. My friend and I only left those traces to lure you here. Deceiving you was never our true intent, however. It was simply the fastest and most feasible way for us to set up a meeting.
Greetings, traveler from afar.
Be careful with this traveler. His soul is temporarily restrained by us, and it appears to have become more fragile in the process. It's taking all my concentration to hold on to him.
It was I who tasked Auroran with leaving the traces to lead you here, and I who used the Master's ritual to bring your soul to the Night Kingdom. I've heard much about you from the past encounters you've had with my colleagues. Given the present situation in Natlan, I would like to sincerely request a formal meeting with you, in person. I will use the opportunity to explain my goals and motivations to you, as well as why I mistrust Malwika, the Pyro Archon. I believe there is little reason for you to blindly follow her plan. If you would like to hear our intel, then find us to the east of the stadium. But remember, not a word of this to anyone. I would like to avoid any further conflict.
You will see me again once you return to reality. No matter what I say, please, help me keep this a secret. This is all to avoid dragging Granny into this conflict.
Hey, what happened just now? You suddenly collapsed.
Hey, why are you sitting on the ground?
See, Lolly, he froze for a moment and then just collapsed to the ground.
Could it have been those leftover remnants from the Night Kingdom? Do you have any itches or pain anywhere? Don't worry, we can take a short break. Sorry, I know I asked for your help. But had I known you were feeling unwell, I wouldn't have taken you on this trip.
If you're feeling sick, you should just say so.
A seasoned traveler must know the importance of not pushing yourself beyond. In any case, let's take a bit more time to rest. Need to be more careful next time.
Feeling better yet, Traveler?
All right, I followed my phlogiston trail early.
Oh, so it's close by. Then let's head over right away.
Well, but if you want to make... Look over there.
Huh? Paimon thinks she sees someone in the middle of the camp.
That's Auroron. So he really was taken by the Fatui.
All right, we'll take the lead.
Hey, quit daydreaming. Don't you have work to do?
I cannot see the sun.
What?
Without the sun, I cannot see the truth. You are currently blocking the light, so I must beseech you to move aside.
Huh? Okay, Mr. Philosopher. That's enough mumbo-jumbo.
Wow. I'm going to rip that guy's head right off.
See, Lolly's struggling to control her temper now.
Are you ready? Let's go kick their butts. On my count. 3, 2, 1! Still trying to resist? You've got no idea who you're up against!
Let's not waste time. Let's end this quickly.
Rain cutter! Off we go!
Wanted my full attention, did you?
Everybody stand back!
The night is cold. Cold. Night to come in.
I swear.
laid bare. I hear.
Light it up! My guiding stars!
Let me lead you a verse.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Why do they never miss? Huh?
Let's end this quickly!
Let's light it up!
Rain outlines your fate.
Witness power for one. Stars, time for me. Going in! Let's light it up! Let's light it up! Not now!
End this quickly!
No, my sword! Don't be scared! Rainbow! Everybody stand back!
This shall not be my
What's that?
Let's light it up!
Rain outlines your fate.
No, my sword!
I guess this.
Get out of here!
Let me lead you a verse.
The night is cold. Going in! Cold, going to command. My guiding star.
Rain outlines your fate.
Let's light it up!
Witness power for one.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Don't be scared.
No, my sword.
Get out of here!
Off we go. Look over there.
Huh? I'm on...
That's Aurora.
All right, we'll take the lead.
Hey, quit daydreaming.
I cannot without the sun.
Huh?
Wow.
See, Lolly's struggling to control...
On my... Still trying to resist? You've got no idea who you're up against! Transfixed! Let's light it up! Let me leave you a breath.
Cole, burns at the mouth.
Go
This quickly! This is it. I can't run! Miscalculated.
Auroron!
Granny!
Paimon knows she's called Granny Eats to Lead, but it's...
And greetings to you too. Gramps?
What did you just call it?
Gramps? Is that not right? You're Granny's friend, are you not?
How many times have I told you?
Oh, wait. He's not a child.
Oh, your words have pierced my heart like a thorn.
Why are you so upset? You can just say yes or no.
Of course I'm not a child. It's just, Granny always taught me to show gratitude where it's due. Exactly.
But if you keep that up, then everyone...
And do you think saying all of this is Haven't I
Be wary of beat.
Oh, so you won't always...
I'm sorry.
Next time?
No, they just...
Okay.
Yes.
So
Because they said they...
Hey! Even if...
I'm sorry.
Forget it. We can submit. Let's clean this place up and get back to the city.
Sounds good.
Your vegetables?
Yes. I grow a lot of fresh produce in my garden. I hope the Pyro Archon won't be too picky about the selection.
Now's not the time to be thinking about that. If you do come face to face...
Recite the three...
Huh?
How exactly did the Masters raise this guy?
Oh.
I see. So Auroron came to the captain's rescue because he promised to help him in exchange for Xilolen's safety.
That's right. I'm sorry.
Now that you know Auroron,
We'll give her a full report. We'll let you know once she's reached a decision.
Will I need to...
Technically, yes. But if Miss Xilolen is willing to serve as your guarantor, then we can release you from...
Sure.
Understood. Thank you very much. Mr. Auroron!
I understand. Thank you. And thank you too, Granny.
Well,
Traveler, Paimon, thank you once Auroron.
oh, thank you.
You scratch come with me, Auroron.
Goodbye, Gramps.
We're finally done. All right, it's time to find some grub. Huh? What? The captain? Sorry. Paimon just didn't see that coming. So you... Oh, that Auroron. What is he up to? He sounded earnest enough just now. Paimon would have never... All that stuff about protecting Xilolen and being forced to help the Fatui when he's actually been a willing accomplice all along. Yeah, you're right. Still, Paimon appreciates you telling... We still have another whole day before the meeting, so we'll just meet with them when the time comes. Weird. Paimon doesn't see anyone. Oh, please don't let this be a What was that?
Good evening. Nice to see you again.
It's you. You shouldn't pop up from behind people like that. What a...
I'm terribly sorry. It's just a force of habit.
Ugh. And what's with you apologizing all the time? You sound so polite and honest, but you're actually doing shady stuff behind people's backs.
You're right. Granny tells me that too. Huh. Come to think of it, you remind me of her. Sometimes you two sound really similar, you know.
Oh, so you're gonna call Paimon Granny too now?
Well, I could. It's all clear. Over to you.
Excellent. The fact that you showed up proves that I was right about your character. Yet, there's been a lot of talk about you. Child told me that you're passionate about the unknown and willing to take risks. Rather than facing you as an enemy, I would much prefer to bring you to my side. If we allow the current state of things to continue, we will inevitably clash, and that's a scenario that I'd very much like to avoid. I've long heard of your exploits across the nations. Though you have crossed swords with my colleagues many times, I know that you are by no means an unreasonable person. And once you've learned the truth that the Pyro Archon Malwika would never willingly share with you, you may just find it in your heart to consider my proposal.
I assume you've already been informed of the Pyro Archon's plan. In order—
Wait, how did you know that? Never mind. Guess that's not important now.
I've long kept a close eye on her plan. To be frank, it's an exceedingly— if any part of the plan goes awry, all of Natlan, even all of Tevat, will pay for her mistakes. Now, you may have been led to believe that this is the only plan available to her. But what if I—
An emergency plan?
Yes. A way to keep Natlan intact, even if her original plan fails. But given the painful cost of its execution, she has chosen to keep it as a mere backup plan. Whether this stems from hesitation, fear, or even naivete, I cannot say. But Natlan cannot afford to wait until she comes to her senses. My fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face until it is too late. There will be no time left to execute the backup plan, and all of Natlan will be lost to the abyss. We have to make the decision for her, here and now.
Yeah, do you have any evidence for all this? Just telling us a bunch of scary stuff isn't enough, you know. Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa plan?
I knew you'd be clever enough to see. That's right. I did not seek the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa. Since I was defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. But even so, my desire to save Natlan remains unchanged. And now, I have found a new way to solve the crisis. We can implement it immediately if we reach an agreement.
Someone's here.
Huh? The captain disappeared!
Something is rapidly approaching.
Something? Bad news, chump! It's your granny!
See, Lolly! When did you get here?
I knew something was amiss after we were separated. Hidden ceremonial tools, an unconscious traveler. I must say, I'm very curious about what you're up to. How dare you go behind our backs like this, Auroron? Colluding with the Fatui? Really? Oh, here we go again. Cat got your tongue, huh? You real—
I'm not trying to avoid anything.
Oh, and now you're talking back. Well, go on then. Explain yourself. What the heck are you up to?
I'm sorry, Granny. I feel so guilty.
You! That's it! Where are my tools? I swear if I don't...
Wait, Xilonen! Please calm down. We, still learned a lot of info, didn't we? Like the fact that the captain isn't trying to seize the Gnosis anymore. So, maybe just save the scolding for later, okay?
Listen well, Auroron. You're only getting out of this now because of the Traveler's plea. You're right, Traveler. In all my years, I've never had a child cause me so much grief. Why did you help? No answer. Really? Just use your brain for a second. What do you possibly stand? You've always been a good kid. Why would you
Why is he staring?
I'm sorry that you have to hear all this. Indeed. It's like going to visit a friend at his house, only to suddenly hear your friend berating a naughty Saurian.
Well, that's an oddly specific analogy. Wait, didn't one?
Yes. And every time my friend scolded his Saurians, they would look at me the same way you're looking at me now. Helpless and embarrassed.
Wait, but you're the one getting your head chewed off. Stop!
Indeed. You've got a point. Then...
Oh? You dare gossip between yourselves instead of listening to me?
Sorry.
Sorry? You say all the right things, but then you go and completely ignore me! Well...
Who's Aoife? A delivery person?
That's irrelevant. The point is, he hangs out with this kid, so he must be no good. Auroron, if you're still thinking about that so-called dude...
Seems they've started talking about some kind of...
That's not it, Granny. I know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time.
His voice...
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away, but isn't he right here in front of us?
I'm really sorry. It's up to all of us to do everything we can to save Natlan.
Get back here this instant! Aurora...
What just happened? How was he able to suddenly get so far away like that?
It's a trick of his. If you grind spores into a powder and spray it in the air, it can be manipulated to create an illusion. He pulled it off flawlessly. He must have put a lot of time into perfecting it. Don't tell me that's how he's been hunting in the fields these days. Oh, couldn't he have picked up something more useful? Little brat. That's it. The next time we meet, I'm definitely going to...
Whoa, that's a little extreme.
I'm sorry for Auroron we've got quite... Do you two have some time? Feeling...
All right.
Then let's go. We can find somewhere to sit down and talk. Food and drinks are on me.
How did this become Paimonville? Alright. So you can just sit back and enjoy.
Hey, come on now.
Are you sure? Sure.
Don't worry.
Ad Ast. Thank you for complete. Ad Astra.
This one, then this one here.
Huh?
What are you looking at?
Do you see two people standing by the door? They look like spitting images of each...
But...
Huh? How could that be? I guess my mind isn't as sharp as it used to be. Give me another bottle, boss!
Do you think she's drunk?
There you go, miss. Oh my, it's not every day you get to see Granny Itzley here with some friends. Not to mention ones who've made a huge name for themselves recently.
Oh, so you've heard of us?
Of course I have. Aren't you the ones who saved Kachina and brought her back? No wonder you hit it off with Granny Xilonen. She wouldn't spend time with just anybody, you know. I don't even remember the last time I saw her with a new friend.
Wait, so you call her Granny too?
Well, given our ages, it'd probably be more accurate for me to call her my great-great-granny. She's...
Huh? Gossiping about me right in front of my face now, are you, Chonka?
Oh, please, Granny, I wouldn't dare. I'm just beyond happy to see you bring over some new friends. After all, any friends of our regulars are sure to be great customers too.
All right, that's enough. Go on now. I'm sure the other customers would like to talk to you as well.
Seat Lally? Seat Loud?
Who's that? You got some gall calling me by my first name. Ooh. Let me guess. You want to test your skill.
Are you still...
You chumps come around here, picking fights with me? I mean, come on. Monster? Me?
Granny Xilonen, you're not a monster at all.
Exactly! And while we're at it, I'm not some lazy slacker either. Between meditation, advising the chief, and speaking with the Wyab, I actually have a... Oh yeah. And I have to mentor all the new kids. Hey, new kid. Yeah, you. Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find phlogiston? That's more like it. About dang time someone showed me a little respect. Yeah, Granny's a hard worker, all right. You can always rely on old Granny.
Did she just fall asleep with her eyes?
Behind this pitch-black curtain, a chapter of hatred reveals itself. Behind the smoke, the
She's med-
Is this another specialty of the Masters of the Nightwind?
No, I'd say it's an ability that's unique to Xilonen.
Warning, warning. Red, the color of danger, has now arisen within that pair of eyes. Huh? Traveler? Paimon?
What's wrong?
I'm gonna hurl. Hang up. Phew. Okay, it's passed. That was a close one.
You had Paimon worried. Paimon really thought you were...
How embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. That's never happened before, I swear. I've never thrown up. Not once.
Are you feeling okay? Want to take a quick walk and get some fresh air?
There's so much that I want to say, but I can't.
Why not? Of course you can. Just say whatever's on your mind.
Please, Paimon, it's not as simple as you think. We've only known each other for a few days, right? What would you think of me if I were to start dumping all of my complaints on you after we've only just met?
Oh, Paimon gets it. You're hoping that we wouldn't think less of you no matter what you're about to say.
No, that wasn't my point at all! Seriously, don't you youngsters know anything about shame? I'm talking about shame! I've lived all these years and still can't get rid of it! Surely, you know the feeling too?
Actually, about that.
Huh?
Yeah, this is as good a time as any.
So, you heard... You heard my...
It's okay, Sweet Lolly. You had every right to complain about those things.
I can't take it anymore! Why do these things happen to me? Hearing me mumble under my breath is one thing, but hearing what I mumble in my own head? That's too much! It's just like when you're rolling on the floor in your pajamas, but you forget to lock the door, and someone bursts in to deliver cabbages and sees the whole thing!
So that, happens to you a lot.
It happens to people in general, okay? Doesn't matter if you're 200 years old or 1,000 years old. Everyone rolls around in their pajamas sometimes. I was just picking something... Take a walk with me. I have things to share with you.
Looks like she's completely given up. Like those criminals who just confess everything and accept their fate.
What could the children be up to?
Well, great view, right? I love coming here by myself.
Wow, it's beautiful!
You're making me want to cry.
Oh no, what do we do?
I was an expression, okay? Let's just have a casual
Really? You don't?
Well, I guess I used... And you're right. I'm just an eccentric old hag to them. That story's been passed down so long. It might as well be true.
What? You're just a regular person.
The kids of my tribe would have a heart attack if they heard you say that. Granny Eatsley is a powerful figure. Be careful around her.
Well, you are powerful. Are they afraid of you?
Some are. Others are mad. What about you? Are
We don't find you scary at all.
That's because you're not from my tribe. I make people realize that no matter how hard they— not to brag or anything. Maybe it's hard to believe. Just...
We believe you. Xilonen.
Yes, but Mawika already told you about Auroron's— not— the reason being is no one knows who the Masters of the Nightwind believed a possibility. The ceremony would allow lost souls to gather within him.
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Now you see the problem. When damage occurs to the Night Kingdom, the souls held within disperse and remain. The ceremony can send back countless souls at once, which would benefit the Night. I wasn't surprised the chief at the time came up with the plan. When the chief asked for my opinion, I didn't give. Pathetic, isn't it? By not objecting, I basically gave— Of course, in my tribe, death is rarely something to fear. But what kind of message would we be sending by sentencing a newborn to death? By using a human life as a tool? It's not right. So, when I learned the ceremony had failed, I was ashamed by my inaction, and absolutely relieved by the result. The plan was never a secret. Or, I guess I should say, there was no point to keeping it a secret. As simple and everyone thought he would be happy he survived. And he never— He asks this question.
Wait, what?
He knows that. But he still feels maybe—
Traveler. Anyway, we can't just let things go on.
Probably. Okay.
Hey, we're friends, aren't we?
Good point. Friends. I like the sound of that.
Auroron's probably back with the captain, don't you think? You mean about the backup plan? Yeah, you're right, but she's probably asleep. Noisy outside. Paimon still haven't sleep. Well, guess we should see what's going on.
You're already here.
Wow, you're up early. That's impressive.
Let's not bring up last— Anyway, I was also woken up by the commotion. Looks like all the warriors from the stadium are on the move. I heard many areas—
The Abyss attacked again.
I'll be fine. The stadium could always use more manpower. I'm done making I was the one who vouched for him. So I need— But I should be able to convince them to let me go back to my— As for the ancient name, thank you.
in a hurry. Looks like a lot of people.
Traveler, over here! Perfect.
Oh, you're all here!
Just my way of saying how awesome you are. We've got a real emergency on our hands. So
Alright, but can we get a quick rundown of the situation first?
the Abyss suddenly attacked the collective of...
Yes. The tribes have plenty of defenses, so they're safe for now. But Chaska and I have been searching for survivors and treating the wounded.
I plan on heading back to the Collective of Plenty. Just...
What about you, Mulalani? Where are you gonna go?
I'll go help the Children of Echo. What about you guys? We could go together? Yeah, that... that would be pretty great. It'll be fine.
Let's part ways here for now. And most importantly...
Oh, and...
Koichi.
Alright, let's hurry up and talk to the...
Oh, it's you two. As you can see, things are not looking good right now. Look, I'm very interested in your research.
That's alright, we're also in a hurry. We're gonna go help the...
What? So he thinks my plan is too risky. He thinks I'm being stubborn. I shouldn't underestimate the Fatui's ability to gather intelligence. The Gnosis does have that function, but there's more to the story. I will answer you honestly, but you must help me keep this a secret. I can use the power of the Gnosis to save Natlan, but it comes at a heavy price. The Gnosis would drain all the souls and memories from the Night Kingdom and weave them into a giant net, which would
Wait, you can use souls to weave a net? But...
Yes. It means sacrificing those souls in the process. The Night Kingdom not only houses the souls of the dead, but also our memories and legend. Even then, the net can still become corroded. If we cannot find a way to repair the damaged ley lines before that happens, then all the... Given the enormity of the price, it's a solution I refuse to consider right now. Now it's true, both plans come at a risk. But after weighing our options, Natlan is unique among the nations of Teyvat. Given the ever-looming threat of the Abyss, the Pyro Archons had to account for the worst-case scenario. Having a contingency plan is our duty, not just to the people of Natlan, but to all who live on this continent. Still, this has always been a well-kept...
Oh, one more thing? The captain said he found another way to solve the problem. Could be equally...
Without the Gnosis, he should have no other option. Seems like our only path forward is to track him down, so he can answer that question for... Judging by your expression, you must have doubted me. Even if...
Not even a little! We would never... Wait, what are you talking about, Traveler?
Just as expected. I appreciate your sincerity. Maybe it was out of caution, anxiety, or simple curiosity, but know this. No matter what, our goal remains the same. So now that you have your answer...
You scared Paimon. You've really got a lot of guts, Traveler.
That's a good thing. As for the captain...
That's great! Sounds like we just have to wait a little longer.
Don't worry.
Wait, you're going to fight in person? Didn't you give up your power?
That's true. No matter how you look at it, my duty... I just think there's strength in numbers. Anyway, I've considered moving my people. I've told the chiefs of each tribe to strengthen their defenses, and now I just...
Paimon's a little worried about about how people were
Yes.
Alright, we should head out.
Quick, over here! To safety!
Kachina, how many people do you have left?
What's the situation?
There's a trapped caravan that needs our help.
We'll go together. Stay safe. We've got this.
Right here!
To the echoes of the valley!
I really thought I was done for. I can't thank you enough.
Don't worry about it. We're just glad you're okay. Let's see. Your goods look fine too. Guess the Abyss isn't after Mora.
That should be the last abyssal pylon near the children. By the way, where's Xilonen? I thought...
The Masters of the Nightwind also got attacked, so she went back to help her tribe. She said...
Yeah, that makes sense. The attacks are more... Alright, this isn't a good place to talk. Let's head back to the tribe.
Looks like a few people were hurt after all.
Before long, could she... You mean the situation in the... It's impossible.
That just means we need to buy the pyro arc.
You really are an...
Why, thank you. I guess it's one of my better qualities.
So, specifics aside, the Pyro Archon confirmed the Gnosis...
And somehow the captain finds... Honestly...
We talked to Moika before we... And, well, it makes...
Yeah, I trust the Pyro Archon. Plus, when it comes to
I agree. Life is important, but so are history and memory.
As the Archon,
The next question is...
We still don't have enough.
let's head back then. With how many Fatui there...
Sounds good. I have a...
I was just about to ask. Count me in. Register? Alright. See you all.
Oh, you... Moika! Oh, Chaska and Koichi are here! Wait, are you okay, Koichi?
I'm fine. No need.
They ran into the Fatui while out on a mission and decided to follow them.
The Fatui?
Calm down and let me explain. Here's what... Watch out. It's the Fatui.
Were they attacked by the Abyss? No, wait. It looks like they're protecting a group of travelers.
Oh, you're right. That's a traveling group from Natlan. Let's keep observing for now.
We're glad you're okay. Given the appearance of abyss monsters all over Natlan, you should cancel your journey and seek shelter at the stadium or one of the tribes.
Thank you so much. I wish there was something we could give you.
We don't expect anything in return. We were out on a mission and saw you being attacked. It was our decision to help. If you truly wish to repay the favor, you can keep this a secret. If anyone asks, just say you were saved by warriors from Natlan.
Oh, okay. We can do that.
We're not asking you to cover up. Nonetheless, the decision remains yours.
Got it. Did you hear that? They mentioned a captain. Isn't that who the Pyro Archon is looking for?
Exactly. We could be onto something big. Still, there was no trade. They were just I didn't believe the captain when he said he wanted...
Maybe we've been wrong about the Fatui.
It's too early to say.
So this is where they were headed. Looks...
Koichi, wait for me.
Oh, no, you don't. How are you planning to get...
Look, I can use this terrain to my advantage. With our tribe's special way of getting around, I doubt they'll see me coming.
We still can't see anything on the inside. What if you can't
The more heavily guarded the location, the more valuable the secrets. Even if the captain isn't here, that intel is worth the risk.
Fine. You're not...
That's even more risky. I'm confident I can protect myself.
I can.
You really believe that?
Fine, don't believe me. You know, growing up, even if I...
All right. If we start arguing this...
Guess that means...
All right. Same plan as usual. We split... Got your ropes?
Yeah, let's go.
The Fatui have eyes all over this place. Now. Not sure how many chances I'm gonna get. I need... Good. I made it without getting caught. I should get to that platform over there. But it's guarded by the Fatui. Koichi should have line of sight. That's it. Now's my chance.
It's no use staying in one place. Looks like Chaska is helping me by keeping an eye on the Fatui movements. I'll wait for her signal. Time to move. Whew. That was close. Probably can't make it over in one go. I'll wait for my next... Now's my chance. That'll show. Let's see. The Fatui's occupying all the best locations. If we could just get past them somehow. Wait! I've got it!
Huh? What's that noise? Did something explode? Oh, it stinks!
What the heck is that? What do you think you're doing?
I could ask you the same thing!
Good, they're arguing. Looks like they just needed an excuse. They've probably had enough of this job already. The people on the hill over there left to help their comrades. This is our chance. Come get me, Chaska. I hope she gets this hand signal.
That's Koichi's signal. Give me your hand, quick.
Coming! I checked, and this way is completely clear. It should lead us to the deepest part of this. Well, I was pretty helpful, right? You know what?
I was wrong, Ko.
Wait, you're just gonna admit—
Let's focus on the task at hand.
All right. If you're not— Looks like the Fatui are here to dig something up. I'm surprised they mobilized this many people.
It seems like they're looking for a dragon relic called the Source Mechanism. The device is ancient. Barely any information survives to this day. And even—
Not bad. Looks like it's in good shape. This should be where... Took us long enough. Come on, let's get this thing back.
Back? Back where? Should we keep following?
You really want to keep going?
Of course! We make a good team, don't—
What was that sound?
Uh-oh. We've been spotted.
Falling rock incoming! Watch out for your gadget!
What? You'll regret
Once we got them off our tail, we went back to observe some more. They'd collected several identical pieces of something. It looked like they were waiting, though.
So, Koichi got injured trying to get them off your tail?
She pushed herself too hard and collapsed on the way back to the stadium.
Well, I didn't cause you any trouble while we were fighting, right? So my perfect record remains.
You've done very well. I could make a comment on knowing your limits, but it's not my place.
I know. I'm already reflecting.
So, our current intel suggests the Fatui is after the source mechanism. The device is a complete mystery.
I have no idea. But it's safe to assume the device could serve a similar purpose to the Gnosis. Xilonen, I need you to gather
I'll get right.
Thank you both for your hard work. Koichi, I've prepared a small gift of my own as a token of gratitude. I'll send it to
My patience.
You don't need to give us anything, Archon. We were just doing our...
Well, if Koichi doesn't want her favorite Saurus crackers, then...
I accept.
What am I gonna do?
There's some for the rest of you as well. They're one of my... I'll start investigating the source mechanism right away. If I learn anything, you'll be...
Yummy snack! What's next for you two?
I'm taking Koichi home, with our parents there to keep an eye on her. I can make sure...
Hey, it's not like I'm...
That's what you always say. Everything's no big deal. What if the Abyss attacks again?
I won't. Triple promise I won't.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. On the off chance something like that were to happen, I might. But I'm a doctor. I have a duty to... I guess you're right. But I don't have to like it.
This reminds Paimon of when we first met.
I do the same for anyone trying to put their life in danger.
Then try to see things from my perspective. You clearly want...
The two of you are the same, you know?
I disagree. I understand the risks and...
Who wants to be like her? Over...
That's just...
Okay, don't get into another fight. Just pretend Paimon...
Don't worry, Paimon.
Plus, I guess we're family.
Okay, you don't have to...
So, you're all good now?
Neither of us are really...
Plus, I know you'll wake up...
Be my guest. See you later, Traveler and Paimon.
There's no rush. At least grab a nice meal.
Bye, you two.
Huh. Those two will probably make up for real at some point. Well, we've learned a lot. What?
Okay, I will.
Awesome! Just...
Hey, friends.
Oh, yeah. You mentioned Paimon and the Traveler.
I agree with... Auroron came...
What? He came back?
I told him to... Apparently...
Paimon's surprised you...
I had to prioritize my tribe. Besides, the situation was intense. I couldn't focus on... Plus, he was...
Don't say that!
You're right. See, he's not only a... Besides...
Wait, what are you...
Look, remember how and this gem, it just so... You guys know Aoife, right? No? Well, he's a pretty famous vet around these parts. He's always bringing me all sorts of things. Aoife doesn't know what's going on, so he agreed, no questions asked. He probably suspected that I tampered with it. But here's the catch. The trick is on the bag. The moment he touched it, a portion of his memories were copied onto the old gem. Which he no longer...
That's amazing. You can do something like that?
Most people can't. But I can. That trick he used to bring you to the Night Kingdom isn't anything special, by the way. My technique is much more subtle. He won't...
So in other words, we have a whole backup of Auroron's memories in the...
The kid thinks he can take me on? Like I...
That's amazing, Seat Lolly. Let's take a look right away!
Once we get to the... I know...
Huh, that's a tough question. Paimon doesn't have a grandma, so she's not the best person to ask.
To be honest, I've always doubted my ability to look after him. But if I stop here, it will haunt me until I'm 500 years... Yeah.
You're just making it worse, Traveler!
I don't care.
You sure you'll be okay?
Did you just say... you'll come with...
Is that okay? We have a pretty good reason to see it too, don't we? Because...
You... fine.
Don't worry, we're
then I... All right. Are you ready?
Look how good you're doing. You'll grow into nice big radishes in the future. And you? Aoife says you're taking up too much space, but...
Hey! How's it going, Auroron?
Good. How are you, Uncle Oak?
Can't complain. What you up to? Naming your vegetables again?
No, just some...
Sounds fascinating.
They told me you were coming.
By the way, I ran...
No, don't worry. I'll find a way for him. I've already wrapped your share of the produce. Here you go.
You really knew?
Light up the smoke and you can see the path through the shadows.
Hey.
Appeared out of nowhere?
It's the Fatui, if you run into them.
You're from the Masters of the Nightwind, are you not? Why do you live here alone?
I enjoy living by myself out in the wild. I guess you're from the Fatui, one everyone's calling a big deal.
Not an inaccurate description. I'm looking for someone who may be known to you. Xilonen is her name.
Granny? What does an Outlander want with her? I've heard the name. You have business with her?
There's no point to further questioning if you insist on hiding things from me. I shall seek answers elsewhere.
Oh, he could tell I was lying, and now he's leaving? He gave up? Hey! At least tell me why you're looking for Xilonen.
It's none of your concern. I have my own means of tracking her down.
Why are the Fatui looking for her? What does she have to do with them? I can't just let them go like this. I have to figure out what they're planning. I've just been studying the ley lines and asking for leads on Granny. I can definitely rule out some sort of invasion.
The situation has seen no true improvement.
My lord!
Ignore him.
He knows I'm following him, but he doesn't seem to care. He's strong, I can tell. But there's something unusual about him, and also...
What is it?
My lord, I feel...
A ley line disturbance. Certain presences have been forced to wander outside their rightful realm.
That was a spell from the Masters of the Nightwind. How did he know that? How did he do that so easily? Soulfaring is supposed to be extremely difficult. This...
I feel much better. Thank you, my lord.
Think nothing of it. Stay vigilant, and continue to gather information. However, there's no reason—
Yes, sir.
Why are the Fatui fighting? I've been following him this whole time and still they ignore me? Do they really not care? It seems like his subordinates refer to him as the captain. Never heard of him before. And now he's headed to the stadium. That's unusual. Oh, what is he gonna do?
You two, with me. Everyone else, wait here as instructed. Send word to the other teams to retreat immediately if this fails.
Yes, sir.
He's going inside? But the Pyro Archon is in there.
Forgive me, my lord. Allow me to check one more time. Do you...
The time for idle observation is over. It now falls on me to act. This nation is out of time.
Yes, sir.
He just walked straight into the stadium. What is he gonna do? They're both incredibly strong. How long will they have to fight until someone comes out on top? Wait, this feeling. Just like the other day near the ley lines. It's faint, like a soul's trying to escape. Is that why he's looking for Granny? If he dies here, then all clues will be lost. I can't let that happen.
As for you, I must confess, I did not expect that little trick of yours to save the day.
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. She could have dispelled it. She simply chose not to. You don't have much time, and you're injured on top of that. What do you plan to do next?
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn out to be. You heard something from here, didn't you?
No need to force yourself. I've never seen anyone match the Pyro Archon in battle before.
I didn't expect you to intervene at such a critical moment.
You know I've been following you. Why didn't you stop me?
When walking in the forest, it is only natural to encounter wild beasts. However, not every beast...
And yet, one of those very beasts saved your life.
Then speak. What do you want?
I didn't save you because I wanted something. My soul is more perceptive than others. I can sense that the ley lines are extremely weak. The questions you asked her just now, well, I've had very similar doubts.
So, you can tell the truth.
There's no turning back for me now. What I did back there is going to get me in a lot of trouble. You attacked the Pyro Archon in broad daylight, and I used my spell to save you. So, we're in the same boat.
Seem to care little for my thoughts on the matter.
It's too late for that. Start from the beginning. Why are you looking for Xilonen? Do you know her?
Explain your relation to her first. I know you two are acquainted. It was obvious the moment I mentioned her name.
Xilonen is my elder and my teacher. She taught me everything I know. It's my duty to protect her.
If you truly wish to protect her, you should have let me perish at the Pyro Archon's hand. Yet, you chose...
I want to do something to change Natlan for the better. Something I can accomplish with my own two hands. You're stranger than any...
Strange? Xilonen is said to be the legendary Granny Eastly, someone capable of communicating with the Wyub, and the Wyub are the key to information on the Night Kingdom.
Why do you need knowledge on the Night Kingdom?
That is not something you need to know.
Don't forget, I saved your life.
Do you not believe the Fatui capable of betraying a debt?
People can lie, but souls cannot. I can tell there's a weight to your soul, a sense of justice.
You may not live among your tribe, but you certainly know their tricks. I apologize for my rash judgment. You are more capable than I imagined. Let's go. We'll see if you have what it takes to join my plan. I see. Interesting approach.
Worth trying, I think.
Rather than weaving a net to protect the ley lines, this method would address the root problem. By reconstructing the ley lines themselves.
Traveler, Paimon. Are you two alright?
Paimon's fine, just, a little dizzy.
I'm so mad at him! After everything, he still can't let go of the past. For some reason, now that he's all grown up, he thinks no one can tell him what to do? He thinks he can just run. I'll show him. If he tries to run one more time, he's got another thing coming.
Maybe stubbornness runs in the family. Like,
is that supposed to be a compliment?
yeah, the captain seriously wants to. What does that even mean? Something like
the loom of fate?
Oh, anyway.
Which means...
Why is he so obsessed with...
Yes, she needs to know about...
Traveler, Paimon,
Oh, really? That's great! We also just took... all with his granny's permission.
Calm down, Paimon.
So the captain, if his plan is already in motion...
Is... reconstruct...
Yes. It's not a simple fix. It would mean if he activates the mechanism, it's all over. We need to mobilize our forces as soon as possible.
But what forces do...
Kanich?
But that's barely any people! Not to mention...
That won't help us with the...
All right.
Don't worry about your grandson. We'll figure something out for...
I'll leave him to you all then.
All right. Let me grab Xilonen. As you all know, the captain is a formidable opponent, but their plan will head out together, and the event that
I agree with Kanich.
Listen to my plan first. The captain won't be... No. Xilonen. Exactly. No one can create...
Understood. Then just promise us. You mean everything to us. Losing you would be the worst
Thank you.